A ver qué sale. Cuando voy a las barras o conozco a alguien nuevo, siempre me preguntan si soy Samoa por tan grandote. Aparentemente tengo la nariz ancha y parezco Samoa. Pero si me ven de lado, los Samoas tienen algo por detrás, a mí me falta. Without further ado, let's get started with the comedy night. Tonight we have Nick and Suzanne right after me. The host dropped out yesterday, so I'm taking over. I don't have any prepared material, but like Nick, I have a bachelor's in human communication, and my whole life's a joke, so why not talk about it? So, thank you guys. So I studied human communication at Humboldt, and it was interesting there. When they say Portland is weird, I say Arcata's winning. So when I meet people at a bar, or whenever I meet people in general, I live in a small town called Wairika here to the south. It burned pretty close to town. We had to evacuate for a few days. But luckily, we're still on our feet and Wairika is alive, and the historic society there has been preserved. So when I meet people, I tell them that I'm from Wairika, and they can't seem to place me because my English, you can't hear an accent, and they think I'm Samoan, and then they see me speaking Spanish, and they're like, how's a Samoan speak Spanish? And then they see me with my parents, and my mom's only 5'4", my dad's 5'6", but my grandparents were really tall. And they always ask, where did this big one come from? And my parents always answer, it's a sandwich. How much time do I got out here? How long can I stretch it? Is Nick even here yet? Oh, there he is. So I'm gonna challenge Nick. Pepperoni nips, we got milk duds over there, and I'm chip nips, so let's get it going. As a human communication major, I learned it is only okay to speak for myself and for people that are able to defend themselves. So Nick, you're up next. Be prepared to get roasted, my friend. Just know that I'm hosting this, and I get a comeback and you're done after yours, so make sure it's a good one. So Nick and I met at a film production. Nick, like I said, has a similar journalism and education, but he's somewhere in the Midwest or maybe the Rocky areas where I've never been. But he seems to like Crater Lake, he likes the voids. So he said it reminded him of his girlfriend. I hope he abandons that one and just roasts me, because I'm gonna ruin it for you. So on this film, we were doing a film for Dustin Wood based on his story. And of course, it's whimsical, so it's based on the small town of Weed, California, where COS is. And I went to school with Dustin Wood there at COS, and we were part of the same mass media classes. And he was in the theater department, so he was one of those weird ones. We're all creative and we all hang around. We tend to enjoy ourselves, and when you're in a small town, you try to make the best out of what you have. And sometimes the best you have is good people around you, and you got to take advantage of that. So in that film, I was a security guard, and I was also a part of the production of the movie. But let's get back to comedy. Nick, chip, pepperoni nips, you ready? This tall stretch, he's gonna roast me next, and then I'll take a shot at him when he's done.
Thank you, Ben. I mean, I was just gonna do my set, but if you're really asking, I mean, we can get creative, but I know you're just asking for attention because mommy and daddy gave you too much. Shut up. Look at that smile. All right, we're all having fun here. We're having fun. We're telling jokes. How's everybody doing here? Thank you for coming. It's interesting doing comedy while the sun is still up with so many people far away, but maybe that kind of works in my favor. Does it look like I'm Adam Sandler going through an allergic reaction, or how am I doing? I keep my sunglasses on because I have pink eye right now. I thank the guy that asked me for $1 who relieved himself in the Bear Creek when I was passing by him. Might as well just jam it right in my eye. Or could have been my girlfriend farting on my pillow because I didn't pick her up from work last week. Either one. But either way, I'm glad everybody's sitting far away. I want to say thank you to, I don't know, everybody here. First of all, the vendors, everybody making this work, the sound guy, Maseo, Susan Jones. Please stick around for her. She's incredible. And Freeway, Farrell coming right up after me, and also our host. Who's your guys' favorite truck so far? Did you guys get some food?
Chapo.
Chapo? All right. What'd you like about them?
Everything.
Are you the owner there? And you're using me for advertisement?
I like the juice, tacos, and the chorreadas.
This is my guy. I'll give you $20 to let me ride around in your back and take me all over the food trucks that you like. Okay?
And that to be 50, I have a
50? We can get $50, everybody. We got a bottle right here. Okay? Come down, jam it in. I feel like I should make some going to the office jokes with this thing, but is it just me, or if I walked in there like this, they'd be like, oh, hey, George. Like, it wouldn't be the first time that they've seen Tony trying to get in there with this. Like, oh my God. Yes, okay, my name is Nick Meier. This is going fantastic.
Yeah!
I'm from Michigan originally. I was raised with a real manly, man-mans type family, and I moved to Medford, where it seems like this is the last bastion for those kind of guys. I feel like I'm carrying on the dream. I rode here in a scooter, and I'm going to take a bath when I get home, so I think I'm doing the right thing by what the vibe is around this town. Thank you very much. I know this is up at the stage. How about this? If you come up and put money in here, I will not make fun of you. Is that going to work? There's even change in here. You know you got some stuff. Let's do this. Susan's not getting on the stage unless somebody comes in. Oh no, look at that, $100 bill going right in the jar. Look at that. Fantastic. Does anybody else feel like their mom at the casino when they get here with this many food selections? My mom walks in the casino and it's like the MDMA just hit the bloodstream, okay? She's like, oh my word. I want to try that one. No, that one. I'm like, Mom, settle down, all right? We're not in Vegas. We can't get you laid here. This is Medford. Easy, easy. Okay, what kind of jokes do I want to do? Make fun of myself a little bit? I'm kind of eggy. What do we got? Can we see the egg shape from this far away? What do we got? I feel like a deviled egg left out in the sun when I'm doing shows in the daylight. I feel like right now. I'm a very thick individual, always have been. I don't think you need to lay on me to understand that I'm as thick as a memory foam mattress. Is this understood? Tori gets it. You would lay on me anyway, right? Just to plank together. Like you plank on me. Soaking. Anyway, this is supposed to be kid friendly. We won't get into that. I should mention that I'm the Nick that put the lick back in Catholic. We're not going to go there. We're going to start making fun of my weight a little bit more. My mom was a very nice lady. She made a deal with me. She said, Nick, go ahead and sit down, and I will continuously feed you again and again and again. Everything I make in this kitchen, I will give you a little sample of, and then you can also eat dinner. And all I had to do was stay a virgin until I was 27. I thought it was a really good deal, and I'm getting a chuckle out of the front row so far. We're really hitting it. All right, let's get going. Let's turn it up. Yes, thank you for mentioning my pepperoni nipples, Ben, you asshole. And they put the pizza truck right there just to make me feel self-conscious every time I look to my right. Good Lord. If I took my shirt off right now, I would just basically look like an advertisement for an uncooked Papa Murphy's pizza. That's exactly what's happening underneath this yellow shirt, all right? Yesterday I wore a white see-through one. Bad idea. I had people want me to sign their nipples at the end of the show. It was crazy. Let's tell some dirty stuff and don't explain it to your kids, okay? So, I like to tell stories and jokes about the news. I'm not that good yet to do like the crazy, super political stuff yet, but I like to tell stuff maybe a little bit further down the page, all right? I scrolled down, I saw the story that the Boy Scouts are going to issue the Eagle Scout badge to women and girls. That's a better response than yesterday. 2 people said yes and everybody else was crossed eyes, was just like, why? Exactly, baby. That baby has better timing than I do. Get timing like baby. So, they're just gonna start issuing the badges. And my mom, I told her about it, she was like, you know what? I was in the Girl Scouts and they're not even gonna issue me one. I did all the stuff. I got all the badges, I did everything. I was one of the top ranked people in my troop. And I was like, Mom, look at the bottom of the article. They're actually gonna issue a limited edition, one time. You have to be over the age of 35 to get it, but they will give you the Eagle Scout badge as a little bit of a, like, you know, little token. And And I don't care what anybody says, that's a tight idea. You can try to convince me otherwise, but I think it's an extremely tight idea. And at first I wasn't like into it, but they kept working it and like every day, and eventually now I'm all about the Eagle Scout badge, I don't know. So, yep, all right, so we're gonna cross that one off. Don't ever do that outside in front of kids ever again. Sunday, nobody likes to hear about that, okay. How about Crater Lake? Has everybody been to Crater Lake? The gem of Southern Oregon? My God, it's beautiful. Who has not been to Crater Lake? One guy. What's up? So, I wish I was as funny as Susan. She's doing better than me, back there without a microphone. God. All right, I'm gonna finish this stupid joke. But I mentioned Crater Lake. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Crater Lake was my nickname in high school.
Oh, fuck yeah. Because she has a line around the block and she can charge it whatever the fuck she wants to get in there. Did I just say the F word? Oh no. When I'm talking about women charging for their bodies, I feel like I should get one F word. Am I wrong? So, the reason I mentioned Crater Lake is because it reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, all right? I messed up with her. She's beautiful. And she's beautiful like Crater Lake is beautiful from the rim. And when you're like, oh, there's one trail to get down, there's only one way to get to know her. Okay, I'm gonna put in the word all the time on TikTok. Let me go around the backside of Crater Lake, for God's sake. We've been together 10 years. Construction, it's BS. Somehow I did better yesterday. You guys aren't as sickos. So you guys aren't exactly... Tori's loving it. Wendy's right there with it. All right, she gets it. I'll go around the backside of Crater Lake with Wendy any day. I bet she could get me in too. Celebrity status and shit. I'm gonna make fun of relationships more just because I'm jealous of everybody else who has one. I think women are very smart. They kind of act like Mexican restaurants a little bit too much though. They will give you the dip for free, but if you really want a portion that's going to sustain you over a long period of time, you do have to order it from the appetizer menu for money. Yeah, that didn't do as good as some of the other ones. We're going to cross that one off. Goodbye. Did anybody try, I forget which truck it was, but they have potato skins that were really good. Oh my God, they're delicious. I'm a big fan of those. I went up and I said, hey, how many skins are in each order? They looked me right in the eye. They said 4 skins. I mean, I ate them, but I threw up, but I ate them. And... Yep. Potato skins, 4 skins, Joe. He just did it. I've got 2 more jokes, and then we're gonna go ahead and put me to sleep. I heard that Dane Cook got engaged to a woman 30 years his junior. He's in his 50s, and she is, what the hell's going on here? Is this my time? Is this what you come physically remove me from the stage?
You're fine. I just wanted to awkwardly stand here with flowers.
That's not awkward. I get flowers from men all the time, especially this shape.
They're not for you. Keep going.
Oh, they're not for me?
No, keep going.
The teddy bear is just for me.
I just want to make you jealous. There is a relationship here. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, you and the crowd are in a relationship? I see. Yeah, way to rub it in, pal. Good Lord.
Rub it out.
Are you gonna propose to this woman? What's happening?
Keep going, dude.
Oh yeah, not a distraction. Somebody walking on the stage with a rose. Yeah, just keep going. No big deal. This happens all the time in showbiz. So what I wanted to say about Dane Cook and his stupid relationship was that a lot of people thinking dating a celebrity would be great. Like I heard that she was a longtime friend of his, which is kind of creepy because she's 23. How long time are we really talking about here? But I think a lot of people would think dating a celebrity is much like fishing, especially dating an older celebrity. It looked a lot of fun when you were watching on TV, but you didn't realize it was going to smell this bad, okay? I stink this bad, I'm 36. If I was Dane Cook and I was 52, I think I'd be smelling much worse. That's just my, sense. Do I have a good horse sense? Do you get a good horse sense about me? Well, vibe. You seem like the kind of guy who, energy?
Great vibe, yeah.
Are my chakras in line? Like, what do I? Yeah. Line? You lining one up? What are we doing? Oh, sorry. I have a problem with those. We, don't explain it to them. Just let them keep playing with their toys and shit. So, this is my last joke. How do we feel about me getting off the stage? Good, bad? How are we doing? Yeah. I will get off the stage without even telling another joke if 10 people come up here and put $1 in the jug right now, okay? I won't even make you stuff it between my legs like Suzanne had us do last night, okay? Good Lord. Oh, you're coming up? Where are you going? Where the hell do you think you're going? Huh? Okay. Yes. Best rainbow titties this side of the Mississippi, all right? So, oh, thank you so much. I wish I had seen you coming up. I wouldn't have said that word that started with a T. Okay. So, I hope you all are enjoying my first and last show in the public of Medford. This is it. My career is over after this show, so I might as well have fun and show you my pepperoni nipples, Ben. Thank you for putting me on blast like that. Yeah. All right, one last joke. It's a little bit of a story. My mom, she said, oh, you're going to be funny, you're going to be a comedian, you're going to be great, good job, I'm proud of you. One thing I give you for advice, if you're ever on stage, never use the C word. I'm just going to let you all sit in that for a second. Dream of your own possibilities of where this is going after this. I said, why, Mom? She's like, cuz, I know you think I'm a huge Catholic, because I am. I'm devout. I was raised, I am a C word, and I don't really appreciate you making fun of Catholics, so just never mention that on stage. I was like, Mom, that's not really the C word that I think other people are going to be thinking about. And you knew what you were setting me up there for, Mom. So I said, why do you think I would mention that on stage? She said, because your first communion. And I didn't even remember what happened at my first communion until she said those words, and it was like a lightning bolt of trauma hitting me in the brain. And now I remember it, I can smell it. It's always like 45 degrees in Michigan, but inside of every church, somehow it's 95 degrees. Every single one of them. And they do not do anything about it when they put kids in cheap suits and make them line up for First Communion, okay? So this is what they do. They say, you're gonna get in line. An old man with a weird dress on is gonna introduce you to alcohol at the age of 8. Nothing to see here. I think we have more Catholics in the crowd than I'm... Anyway, just don't bring the red wine within 100 feet or I'll start having convulsions, okay? Flashbacks like a mother. Red wine. So, they say, you're gonna get in line, you're gonna wait. You're going to get to the chalice of salvation. That's the cup that you drink from. Nothing weird there either. You're going to take a sip. The priest is going to say, the body of Christ, my son. And you are going to say amen and get your butt off of the line. Just go away and never think about yourself ever again in a positive light. So I'm waiting in line. I'm sweating bullets because I'm in a wool suit, 95 degrees in November somehow in the church. I mean, I'm in line so long, I'm salivating for salvation by the time I get to the front of the line. I'm like, give me the cup. I get up there, and I'm actually kind of feeling rebellious at this point because they've kept me so uncomfortable for so long. And I kind of want to fire back and kind of try some of these jokes I've been writing as like an 8-year-old, you know? And so the priest, Father Glenn, he leans down and he says, the blood of Christ, my son. I take a sip and I go, no. Father Glenn, that's cheap boxed wine. And I saw his hand kind of, but he, you know. And I thought I was doing really good with these jokes. So I was going to keep going. But then I learned that nuns actually have the ability to appear out of anywhere. And I felt a tug at my ear so much so that it was kind of like my toes were wisping across the stage to go in the back to get the beating. And I got back there, and she explained to me one thing. Listen, you have done something terrible. You need to be punished. And not only is the law on my side, but the Lord as well. And then she pointed up like that, like Kobe Bryant did sometimes. I said, Kobe. She said, listen, I'm gonna hit you with this. And then out of her penguin costume came a ruler that came out. And it was actually pretty cool the way she took it out, I will give her that. She said, I'm not gonna stop beating you with this thing until you're into some weird stuff when you turn 36 years old. I'll see you all at my birthday party. Have a great one. Thank you very much for the stay time. Let's give it up for Ben, the host.
Thank you, Nick. So, a couple of jokes for me. Nick is a little bit more educated than most people I meet. The usual response at a bar, I'm sure this gentleman at the front here gets it, what are you? What am I? I'm human. I always answer, I'm human, and they're like, oh, sorry. What ethnicity are you? I'm like, oh, I'm Mexican. My parents are from Mexico. Well, Nick has a little bit more class, and he asks what ethnicity, and it's a little more respectable. But now, this last month, I'd like to give a flower to my girlfriend. I just had spinal cord stimulator surgery, and she looked after me, came to all my appointments, and as you guys have seen, I've been on my feet all weekend, and I'm fully healed and in recovery. So thank you for being there for me, babe. I got one dirty joke. It's also about my medical. I sleep with the CPAP machine. I call it skerplunking. That is it. So when people ask me now, since my surgery, if I ever get the question of what are you, the answer now is bionic, because I got a spinal cord stimulator in. I'm no longer human. Thank you guys. Give it up for Susan. You're here. Wait, my bad.
No, I'm here. It was not Susan.
Yeah, Susan.
Yeah, hey. So, can you guys tell none of us were prepared for this at all? Like, is it obvious in any way? And do you have any idea how happy we are that we know most of you? Where'd he go? Where the hell did he go?
I'm right here.
What? Get up here. The whole flower's next to me. I was gonna do this like a Cypress Hill thing. I was gonna have you up here, tell a joke, and then point to you, and you were gonna be like, "Sup?" That's all you had to do. So Nick got a flower guy. I don't get a flower guy. Oh man! And by the way, I thought you said that you had simulator surgery.
Stimulator.
I get that, but I thought you said simulator. So in my head, I was just like, so this guy was just like in surgery in VR. And, oh yeah, just do it, man. That would have been cool.
That is how it went, buddy.
How many people out there are like, who the hell's this guy? Who don't know me? You don't. Way the hell back there. No? The rest of you know who I am, right? My name is Freeway. How you doing? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Bobby Joe? Damn, I haven't heard I'm from the South and I haven't heard a name like that in forever. You gotta say it with more twang, man. Bobby Joe. That's how is your mom from the South? Where? She's from heaven. Oh, she's in heaven. Oh, I got that. I thought you meant she was just like, she's from space, man. All of us from the South are like, we get like picked up and probed. Anyway, my name is Freeway. In case you're wondering, my parents were hippies. That is my real honest to God name, which also means my parents did a lot of drugs. Used to ask Dad, I'd be like, so why'd you name me Freeway, man? And he'd be like, Quaaludes do a lot of weird stuff, dude. You could have been urinal. No officer, I'm not stopping. Farrell. Hey Nick, see how I did that without cussing at all? For the kids? Not one bad word. Yet. Yeah, where are the kids? I promise I'll keep you. Ooh, especially because Dad looks like he could take me. Right? I promise, man, I'll keep it clean. A little bit. You gotta face it though, the stuff these kids watch is not in any way normal or clean at any, right? What do you watch the most with your kids? What's it called? She absolutely does not care what you have to say right now. Nor does she care what I have to say. She's like, where's the food? We came here for the food trucks, Pop. What are we sitting here for listening to this guy? He looks like he ate all the food trucks. The actual truck. Anyway, I'm 52 years old now, right? Yeah, no, 52 sucks. Actually, I like being 52, but things are changing physically, like all the time. Like I got some new dreams in life that I never had before. You know, here's one. Here's a great little tiny dream. I would like to cough once without farting. Just one time. Especially sucks because like during the pandemic, I would go into stores and screw with people. You know, be in the aisle and then I'd start coughing like I was just about to turn into the zombie, just but that joke always failed me because it was always never mind. So yeah, we got Susan here later on. She's gonna be this is a funny lady. You guys gotta stick around for her. Yeah, so I'm somebody's father. My son is, his name is Rhythm, and he stands 6'4", 172 pounds, and they say he's super, 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 super smart. And honestly, he is the smartest idiot I've ever met in my life. Love him to death, though. He's here, so I gotta be nice. You don't want to screw with this kid. My whole bank account will get drained. Because he knows how to do that stuff. He actually had a great idea, though. He came up with this idea called National BAM Day. Right? Yeah, this is my son's idea. And BAM stands for Beat an Annoying Minor. Yeah, huh? We were going to treat it like a holiday. So once a year, once a year, each parent, this is the idea, gets to hit their kid one time as hard as you can. The idea is the rest of the year, they know you're waiting for that one day. So they're acting good because mom and dad are walking around the house training for that. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, you can set up a little stool for them, call it the BAM stool, decorate it, come up with BAM claws. Yeah, he comes into the house and helps mom and dad train to beat you. You like that idea. You should note that sitting next to him, that he really likes that idea. All right, folks, I'm actually not going to take up as much of your time. We're going to let Susan come out here next. Where's our host? Get up here. You're still not up here yet? What? No. 2 hours? Did someone just say Freeway for 2 hours? Dude, I never last that long. Not even when I'm alone do I last that long. Well, you're gonna take the long, he's taking the long way, so I am. It is getting stretched out, Nick, because he's decided to come via Ashland. Come on.
Do an intro for me before he gets out there.
You want me to do an intro for you? Okay, she wants me to do an intro. You want me to do an intro?
I'll come back after Suzanne.
You'll come back after Suzanne?
I'll close it.
Yeah, but I feel much better with you here.
Okay.
Yeah, I like having a bigger man than me here.
You stand there and I'll sit you back.
There you go. Okay, well, you got me? You got me?
I'm done.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage one of the funniest women in show business, Suzanne Jones. Suzanne Cupcake Jones. Keep clapping.